Hey everybody, guess what? Today I have an Amazon haul. It's not very large, but it's going to pack a wonderful surprise. First off, I'm going to show you this set of 3 pens. I do like using ballpoint pens over gel pens. And 3 identicals. They all 3 have their refills in them. I don't know if you call it a refill till you refill it, but all 3 open up with the pen insert, and they write beautifully. I was hoping they were going to be the click type pen, but they're not. However, it also came with 6 refills. Now, I've had this pen here for a very, very, very long time. It was in honor of a very dear friend of mine, the only friend I really ever had in my adulthood that we would have done anything for each other. And of course, it is a breast cancer pen. And the refill or the insert, the ink had dried up a long, long, long time ago. And I could never find another refill when I remembered I needed to get one. So one of those refills is in this pen, and that refill writes beautifully as well. So I get to use my pen again, and that makes me a very happy and satisfied person. Okay, these pens here for the set of 3 plus the 6 refills were, and there's going to be a reason why I'm telling you these prices, $5.55. And they are the 0.5 millimeter ink tips. Now, like I said, it was what? Oh my gosh, I just put that back again. $5.55. Okay? So I'm really pleased with this purchase. Then I have next 2 new auto blades for my auto blade holder. For my ScanNCut. And I have not used my ScanNCut since I've gotten it, actually, for one reason. I did not want to take a chance of ruining the blade and not have a spare. Now, those auto blades for the 2-pack were $16.99. Next up in this order was a 6-pack of scraper spatulas. Now, they're about close to around 6 inches long, maybe. However, I purchased them because of this end right here. I thought they were thinner in width here, but they weren't. But I think that was because the one picture was turned sideways, so it looked thin. But that piece right there, I'm going to actually smooth it out some more because, ooh, it is really kind of a little sharp. And my intention for this is for molds that have lip areas that you got to get into, and to run this up under the lip to remove the bubbles. Okay, so 6 of those, different colors. Came in a nice little soft plastic pouch. And the 6 colors, of course, are pink, blue, kind of an aqua blue, a green, like a lime green or so, a red, and a purple. The price for all 6 of those was $9.99. The next item is something I've been wanting because of the arthritis I have. Sometimes trying to mix that resin is a little difficult when your hands hurt like crazy. So I have a Pyxis multi-purpose mixer. It comes with 2 blades, 2 paddles, and as you can see, these paddles are different from many of the others by the fact they actually have slots in them for better mixing, easier pass-through. Yes, of course, it will probably cause some bubbles, but in the thinner resins, you get a lot of time if you're not using a curing machine or a heat mat to allow the bubbles to just degas on their own. I have noticed that these are quite bendy, so that's all right. I don't like that idea, but it's all right. The tips here are slightly sharp, so when you're mixing resin, you still need to scrape along the sides. So be careful on your mixers, your mixing cups, where that tip goes. And then, of course, the tips fit, oh my goodness, here in the collet. Don't know how that works just yet. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, right? So I've got it as loose as I think. Oh, there it goes. Now you just pull up, push down, let go. And then I'm going to see if it tightens. I don't think so. But it is a little noisy, but it is rechargeable battery. So yeah, you would probably have to tighten it down a little bit, hold on to that, and just, well, maybe not. Oh, there I go. You have to just push down until it snaps a little bit. Okay, but it goes one way, and then it comes back the other way. So it goes forward and reverse. There is no actual on and off button. Those buttons control it. Also comes with the charging cord. It is a normal type A to USB, what is that? USB, oh my goodness. USB A, no. USB B and USB A, I don't know. Anyway, if it's a Samsung, the older version of Samsungs that do not have the USB-C. All right, now that that's out of the way, the price on that was $13.99. So a really good fair price. As I said, there is a reason why I'm giving you prices. We all know prices change. But for this total, for this part of the order, I actually ordered one more item with this, and it's coming separately, and it's not here yet. But all it is part of my daily supplement regime for, or regiment, anyway, not regime, but regiment, for my vitamins and minerals. It's magnesium taurate, and you use magnesium taurate if you have high blood pressure, and which I do. So the total for these 4 items I showed you came to $46.52, but I had a coupon savings of $1.70. My tax was $2.24. So the total before tax was $44.82. With tax was $45.69. For this entire batch of things, I paid $1.37. That's it. A whole $1.37. Now, that there is not even the whole thing of the surprise, because I was definitely shocked. The Taurate, the Magnesium Taurate, was $15.95, and it cost me $0. Nothing. Zilch. Nada. The next orders, there were 3 orders, and these 2 here, the Taurate and those 4 items, were part of it. But of course, you know, Amazon sometimes separates the orders. So, let's get on with some of the fun stuff. Y'all are gonna love this. Okay, so I needed more resin. Most especially, I wanted to get some deep pour epoxy resin, because I do have some deep molds I really wanted to get done. So I got this 51-ounce kit from Teexpert tabletop epoxy resin. This is the 2-to-1. In this box, you have the part B, which is the 1. You have the part A. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No, I had not brought things out of this yet. This is the part A, which is the 2 parts. So you do 2 parts of this one to 1 part of this one. I wanted to get something like this so bad, but things were always way too expensive. In this kit comes this user guide, and it says wear resistant, curing time 6 to 12 hours, high gloss finish, UV resistant. It comes with a spreader, and for certain things you use this edge, for others you use the straight edge. It also comes with a Teexpert paddle spoon for stirring, mixing spoon. Let's see what else is in here. And it looks like a 4-inch. I'll have to see what that is. It's a little bent from the shipping and packaging. Yes, 4-inch sponge brush for spreading. I won't be using it though, because that's not what I intended to use this for. Also in it, 4, and it looks like about 6-inch, 5.5 to 6-inch. Sorry, I'm trying to get my tape measure back out. Yes, just under 6-inch mixing sticks, craft sticks. And it also comes with, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if it's pairs of gloves or just a glove in each one. All right, so that's the tabletop deep pour resin from Teexpert. Its cost was $19.99, normally $40, but it was being sold as overstock. I'll tell you the total in a minute. Next up, you guessed it, I've got more resin. I was so very impressed with this resin here, the crystal clear, that I decided I'm going to go ahead and stick with the Teexpert crystal clear resin. And I know that with all the projects I have planned, I was going to need a lot more. So, the one kit was a 1 gallon kit. This one here is a 2 gallon kit. So you got part A. Ugh. By the way, a gallon of liquid is 8 pounds. And people with arthritis do have a tendency to have owies once in a while after picking these things up. And there's the part B. They do have codes on here for when they were made. And serial numbers, actually. It did not come with anything other than the pumps. Now, my weirdness is, with this, is that the 1 gallon set, the 2 half-gallon bottles, had a 2-piece, at least I'm pretty sure it had a 2-piece pipe stem, but I can't really remember. All right, that had, let me see, a $15 coupon off on it. So it was normally $129.99. And then I got the $15 coupon off. So that made it about $114.99. And then, of course, add the other one in. And the free shipping removed, or the free shipping negated any shipping. So total before tax for this and the deep pour resin was $134.98. So not even $5 more for both of them than just one. And my tax was $6.75. So I paid, the total was $141.73. I paid, again, $0 for my resin. Kind of exciting, huh? Well, I have one more item that I got. I need to get this stuff out of the way because it's a little bit larger item. So let me move this real fast. I'll put these things back in the box. I don't need to have it out until after I go ahead and use up the 1 gallon kit. So it's now under my desk out of the way for the time being. I'm going to throw these things all back in their respective boxes. So I've got that extra room, and I'm really sorry. I know I could pause, but I'm kind of excited about getting this out so I can check its condition because I have not opened it. It arrived today, and I did not want to mess all this stuff up. I wanted to open it on camera. So I'm going to move this epoxy out of the way. Okay, I've got almost enough room. I think I got enough room. So I'm going to set my little receipt pages there aside. And hi, everybody. Look what I've got. Something I wanted so badly, but could never justify affording it. But let's open. I had to have one. I mean, I've been finding, of course, little instances of micro bubbles, and some of them are getting caught alongside the mold. So that means I have to always fill them with something, some other resin, after I do other pours, things like that. And, you can never get the same colorations or the same amount of this or that into your resin. So, it just looks funny. And, oh my goodness. Now, these are sold for $149.99. That's why I just couldn't justify the cost. But then I watched Steve McDonald, and he had a new code to be able to use. So I thought, okay, well, I'm going to go see what this is going to cost me with his code. Plus, Resiners had a $15 coupon as well. So I thought, well, maybe it'll be enough that I can justify buying it. I was really hoping, because I'd had this sat in my save for later list a very, 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 very long time. So I want to make sure that this is not broken, because, shipping these days, you never can tell. And it is pretty well packaged, though. It has the molded inserts for the box that fits around. It's actually even flocked. I like that. That way it doesn't damage your product. It comes with the instructions. Resiner's airless bubble removal machine. Please read the manual carefully before use. Now, even though I have watched everybody else's Resiner videos on the reveals, I will, of course, read the instructions. It'll always keep things fresh in my mind. Also in this kit, there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 calibrated measuring cups with ounces and milliliters. But it does state approximate measures, because for some reason, when these things are made, they cannot be fully calibrated because they are plastic, and of course there are minute differences in every pore of their mold. So you always want to use the same cup for calibration. All right, now out comes the machine. Yes, the other half of this mold here is flocked as well, so it is giving me a smidge of a problem. It doesn't want to come out. There we go. Okay. It is wrapped also in this plastic sleeve, and comes with the cord. Now, I'm looking underneath to see if there's anything more, and no, there isn't. All right. Ooh, there's a bad smell to that one. Oh, I'm sure it'll dissipate sometime. I never throw out my boxes. I've had to move too many times and had no way to safely move my items like this. So I'm going to place this in here where it goes and close it up, because I'm going to be getting a lot of use out of this machine. And I'll tell you why, is because I've decided to do not only just Halloween videos, but I am doing the 31 days of Halloween, which means there will be from October 1st, on October 1st starting, all the way through October 31st. One video a day. Unless, of course, I get sick. And if you don't see a video, it's because I've gotten sick. That my blood pressure has gone up too high or something like that. Now, it's not all going to be resin projects, but it's going to be a lot of resin projects. All right, let's get this opened all the way. Slide the sleeve down. Pick up the machine. The lid is on upside down, so it's not very stable right now. And, of course, this is the vessel that you put your resin in. I will have to get a silicone mat. I've got one around here somewhere that I can cut to fit the bottom so that it's not letting plastic cups slide around. Because I've watched how it vibrates and they do slide around. And then, of course, you have your actual motor. The reason why it removes bubbles is because this is a vacuum, like any standard vacuum cleaner type of thing. Has the AI for auto. And then, of course, you get to choose between 5 and 9 minutes. This is the valve for air release. And since I have not used it yet, I know to close that. And then release it slow-ish once I'm ready to remove the resin. Fits on there very well. What I worry about is that the ports for everything that has a plug that is removable have a tendency to get weak. So you don't want these hanging anywhere. So you don't want weight hanging from them. So remove enough. If you don't want to have it all removed, what you want to do is remove just enough so that when it lays down, it does not tug on that cord. I've had way too many ports break. Like, have you ever noticed when you plug in your phone to charge it that sometimes it starts becoming looser and looser? That's not your cord's problem. That's your port. Your port has widened out from its plugging and unplugging situation. So that's the one issue I find with removable cords. Now I'm going to go ahead and plug it in just to see if it's running. I know you've all seen it running before. Some maybe not have yet seen it. Just maybe came across my channel. I don't know. But like I said, others have used it online, demonstrated it online. So not many people have never seen this before. I just want to make sure that it's not damaged and that it's running properly. So I'll get this plugged in real fast. Oh my goodness. That may not fit in that outlet situation. I have a special surge protector that has on and off switches for each and every receptacle. And it does not allow for long plugs like this, transformer plugs. So I'm going to plug it in up here. Yes, I'm in my loungewear. If you see it, I am so sorry. But I'm just getting ready to resin. So, and I do have an apron I do wear when I'm doing a massive amount of projects. All right, so let's see how this goes. I know that the on button, okay, this is the on button. There we go. It is auto set for 5 minutes. It's already starting. Most of the noise you hear is from the vibration. When it's on a silicone mat, you don't get as much noise. The decibels are a lot lower. But the higher the vacuum pressure is, or anti-pressure, the louder it'll become. It does seem to be working properly. And you can stop or pause it by just one push. That's a pause. And then you can, excuse me, that's the start and pause. Now, as you'll see, it's trying to maintain pressure. It might fluctuate a little bit. And then you just put it back on. And it continues to build the suction. And this is actually quiet enough. It will not disturb my household in the middle of the night when I can't sleep and I'm doing something. Now I think it's supposed to go to 95. So it's almost there. We'll see if it goes any further past. And yes, the sides do suck in on the machine, but only a little. This plastic is very, very sturdy. So yes, it does top out at 95 minus 95 psi. Does have kind of a little odor from being new and not being used. You know, that new, I'm going to call it the burn-in smell. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause it and see if it keeps its suction. And you don't have to push hard. It's not tactile. I keep trying to push hard. Don't do that. It's not tactile, where you have to push. You just tap. Excuse me while I grab a little bit of water, and then we'll get to the price. I'm going to leave it there for about a minute to see how well it holds that suction. For how long. If it holds it for a minute or more, it's wonderful. Because you can actually leave your resin still in here for a few minutes. Making sure that it's not overheated, though, because you want to put it in there right away after you get done mixing. That way, you have still a little bit of working time to allow it to sit, to allow more bubbles to rise out of there. And no, I'm not new to vacuum chambers. And that's exactly what this is. It is a vacuum chamber. It is not a compression chamber, which a compression chamber doesn't remove the bubbles. What it does instead is make them so super small you can't see them. All right, it's been about a minute. It's holding air. So I'm going to go hit off. And this time I just tapped. Then I'm going to reach around the back here. Find that little tab. And it's aired out. Or aired in. All right, I love that little machine. And yes, I will be using it very soon. As soon as I'm done with this video. Okay. Now, the Resiner's machine. It was $149.99 to start with. Free shipping. It had a $15 coupon. And then I applied Steve McDonald's code and got another $15 off. So before tax, it came to $119.99. I had to pay $6 tax, so the total was $125.99. And I'm going to show you what I paid. Can you see that? $0. No dollars. And there's a reason for that. I'm going to show you again. Let's see if I can get it up there. A little closer up here. And see this down below? It says rewards points. And the rewards points paid for this. I had in rewards points. By the way, I didn't even know I was part of a rewards program on Amazon. But I had $300 and almost $30. So almost $330 in rewards points. That paid for everything you just saw, except for $1.37. So I'm considering this haul my early Halloween birthday gift. I am so happy, so pleased. You can't believe it, because usually I get nothing for my birthday ever, unless, of course, I purchase it for myself. And then I sit there and go, happy birthday to me, da, 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 da. And so I don't care if nobody gets me a birthday gift this year at all, or a card, or flower, or anything. This here did it for me, and if I get some trick-or-treaters, that's going to be the big boost, because I am going in full dress this year. I am going to be the old hag witch. And yes, I will show my costume when I have it on, including my makeup. And I do all my own special effects makeup. So I want to thank everybody for sticking with me through this and sharing with me this wonderful gift. I've never had something so expensive even for a birthday gift, which is kind of cool. I never wanted anything expensive in my life. And so that's why I held off on the resiners machine and getting the 2-gallon kit of resin and etc. But it really is cheaper to get the 2-gallon set than the 1-gallon set per ounce. But yes, thank you all for sharing this with me. I appreciate it very much. You are all very wonderful viewers. My subscribers, you guys, I love you so much. It isn't funny. Some of you become almost like part of the family. We kind of email back and forth, especially after the giveaway that I did, which, by the way, my subscription numbers have come up a little bit more, and we're inching closer to the 250 subscribers when I announce a special winner. Nobody is going to know the rules for this, because only I will know it. And one very special, maybe even 3 very special people will get these prizes. They will be gift cards, Visa gift cards, most preferably, if it can be used in a country. If it can't, then of course I'll be asking for people to email me to let me know what gift cards they can accept. And I have decided to adapt a suggestion from one of my subscribers that in order to prevent fraud, where somebody emails me and says they're the person that won, blah, 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 I'm going to give each person that emails me a special code. And you are going to end up having to go into your original comment on the one video where I say who wins, and you're going to have to edit your comment and put that code number in so that I know for a fact it's the person that was supposed to get it. All right? So, those that haven't subscribed, consider doing so, please. really doesn't hurt anything, except help build my exposure so that more people can get to see the videos. If you do subscribe, hit the notification bell, ding, ding, ding. And that way you get notified of future videos and giveaways. Of course, leave a comment. That really helps me. It helps me grow. It helps me engage with my viewers, because you viewers are the only reason why I even care about doing videos on a YouTube channel. Otherwise, my videos stay on my computer for being able to refer back to all the time, so that I know what I did in this video that didn't go well, or that video that did go well. So yeah, you guys, you viewers, you guys and gals, you're the reason why I'm on YouTube. And of course, if you like my videos, if you like my channel, please share, maybe. That helps to get around. And maybe I hope to see y'all soon on another giveaway. And like I said, those rules are mine. Nobody gets to know them but me. So I'm just going to say it's an engagement party. All right. Awesome, everybody. Peace out.